and welcome to the third video for Major Minor if you're watching this on YouTube, and hello to Saffron and РouᴉW on Twitch, as I am streaming Major Minor and recording YouTube episodes of Major Minor at the same time. The YouTube thumbnails for this series are, of course, taken from screenshots. Just want to ask how everyone is doing. A maid cafe, you say? Of course, this is where I left off. I'd highly advise against that. They're just a waste of time. Plus, you two don't look like the type. Maid cafes attract a certain clique. What's that supposed to mean? Whatever you want it to mean, I guess. Thanks for making plans without me, though. It's nice to know my input is valuable. Well, what did you have in mind? Nothing really. I guess that's where you get off lucky. There's been something of a delay. We won't meet place for a day or two. But my new task is simple, waste of time. I'm supposed to take you where you want. This is until things are back on track. Wait, then why were you mad? We got to choose where to go. You didn't even have any ideas, Rook. I'm changing the subject now. If you want to go to a maid cafe, well, I know a few hot ones to attend. Most of them are in Electric Town. Electric Town? You don't mean Akihabara. Yes, I do. And I'm pretty sure I mispronounced that. Wrong, just like I usually mispronounce Рouᴉ's name when I try to pronounce it. Kinda the usual. We all spend lots of time there. It's the place to be for tourists. That place loves the atmosphere. A lot of his outings are to Akihabara. Wow. We'll get along great then. But you mentioned something came up. Is everything okay? Why the delay? Oh, it's fine. Clay's got into a fight. Him and his tour manager disagree a lot. But Singe always manages to quell him. Oh, I hope it's nothing too serious. They'll be fine. Clay is a hothead. He'll be fine after venting and relaxing. Anyway, we better get moving. Won't get anywhere standing here all day. It's high time we ditched this station. Would you like to save your game? Yes. Select the file slot, save, and yes, override it. Saffron's not here. After a few moments of walking, we exit the station. I feel a soft breeze take a sharp inhalation. It's nice to feel some fresh air after all this time. The plane and train ride here were definitely stuffy. Interesting. The air here feels different. Also, you can delete that tweet and make another tweet. Interest? Oh, not in a bad way, I mean just different. Though it's probably expected in a foreign country, the air almost smells cleaner than it does back home. Whoa. What's with that smell? Not what you're used to, huh? Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Just enjoy the fresh air. You deserve it. They did rush you onto that train, right? No time to relax after that long flight? Well, you're good now. Alright. You're gonna relax and enjoy it. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, wait. Does that mean we were on the same plane? That's so cool. What are the odds? Actually, it's incredibly probable. We both won the same contest after all. They likely expensed and bought stuff in sets. I don't say this though. Don't want to downplay Gila. Pretty solid actually. You both won the same contest after all. Enter Rook, the social assassination. Blurting out the things we don't dare to. I didn't think of it that way, I guess. He looks defeated. See, that's why I refrained. Well, we shouldn't stand around. We didn't leave just to waste time out here. I've got a little bit of a surprise for you. Remember how we said things would be quiet? Well, Clace went and pulled some strings. The kind of things that get you a limo. We have a limo? Like, just for us? Heh. That was a pleasant surprise, actually. Rook gives us a soft smile as he says the word limo. I can tell he's been waiting to let out that secret. Yeah, something like that. We'll use it to move you around town. At least until we leave Tokyo behind. But even then, we'll just rent a new one. This tour is going all sorts of places. You'll get to travel the world in style. Mood completely reversed. Thanks, Rook. Should we get going then? Where is it? Well, actually, it's right there. Rook points to a limo parked just a few feet away. I never expected we'd get to drive in that, especially after he mentioned the low-key aspect. Well played. Definitely off to a good start now. He knocks on the window, calling to someone inside. After a few moments pass, a new face enters the scene. So, you two are it. Yeah, I guess. Two winners, remember? We're not here to visit a chocolator. Not what I meant. Just expected something else. What does she mean by that? Well, you can call me Jade. It's a pleasure to meet the both of you. The contest just had a year of hype. I built up this weird image in my mind, expected the winners to be larger than life. Well, that's sad to hear. I apologize if I offended you in any way. Surely you can understand what I meant. We often have these sorts of preconceptions. I suppose I know what you mean. No offense taken either. It's nice to meet you too. But speaking of preconceptions, can you tell us a little bit about Clace? I feel like the image in my mind is wrong. You've met him, right? You must have all kinds of inside knowledge. I see him all the time, but yeah, many people get him wrong. Here's a few words I'd use to describe him. Self-absorbed, egotistical, holier than thou, arrogant, disrespectful. He's the worst. Excuse me? It was a joke, Keela. I'm still learning this humor thing. But I guess I have a few more steps to go. That was her definition of a joke? She doesn't need steps, she needs leaps and bounds. This is almost certainly how rumors started. Someone won't know she's joking, and it'll spread. Rook tries to teach me in our off time, but I guess I've far from mastered it. Oh, that explains it. Rook taught her. He's the last person in the world I'd say is funny. Well, I'd appreciate an honest answer. Of course. He can be shy and silent, but he can also be loud and outgoing. He can be polite and formal, or he can be crude and lax. He's just like any one of us. When you're up on the stage, or even when you're doing an interview, you're just putting an act for the world. I think you'll get along with him just fine. But I don't think you know him yet either. The amount of people that do is very small. Alright, thanks for answering. Sounds like he's under lots of pressure. It sucks to have an image to maintain. And about the humor thing, you're doing great. Keep learning. Whoa, Keela can lie? Thanks, Keela. It's always fun to learn. Anyway, let's get ourselves in the limo. We'll get this adventure started. Sounds good. I can't wait. My hype level is off the charts. Outside the courthouse, moments later. So, do you think that'll ruin Pilar? I'm gonna check Discord and clear some messages out. Only time will tell, Conrad. It was risky, but we succeeded. We now have our inside man. Keelan can operate from within Pilar's home. So I have to ask, was the evidence real? It doesn't matter. It helped us. Means to an end. I believe they say we have everything we need to take him out. I doubt Pilar will go down without a fight. It won't be pleasant for Kalen or Kabu. What do you think he'll do? Andy Mignon. I probably pronounced that wrong. They'll be put into interrogation, I think. But this doesn't cause me much concern. Kalen has been trained to resist torture. The major fact is that he's inside now. We just need to wait for his correspondence. After that, we can formulate a plan. I think we'll plant some evidence. Something we can find next time we're there. An innocent visit. An incriminating find. So Kalen can resist torture, huh? He looks pretty frail to me. And Kabu? He'll probably face the brunt of this. It's a worthy sacrifice, isn't it? Kabu did this willingly, I guess. I can see it now. Assassin's Guild outs corrupt politician. It's gotta help our reputation, right? We're the Assassin's Guild. We need to have no reputation. I guess. Just trying to make conversation. If people found out about this, they'd quickly find that the king funds us. Then he'd be the one getting ousted. Fine. So what do we do now? The Pilar situation will remain on standby. We must wait for instructions from Kalen, or until we have another off-worlder. Pilar has been more than happy to take them. With that said, the ritual is our goal. It helps us on both fronts, Conrad. The ritual? Again? You sound like you're stuck in a loop. Our track record of failure is demotivating. You know how Velasquez feels about failure. Well, we get an off-worlder no matter what. If that happens, we bring them to Pilar. We gain his trust through these failures. It's symbiotic, Conrad. It's cold. Endymion. Yes, it gives me chills. He walks away, done with the conversation. Jeez. What a mentor he is. I'll never get anywhere worthwhile. Oh well, a man can dream. Any minion, wait for me. We're led into a massive limo. Actually, emphasis on the massive. I didn't think it would be this big on the inside. Jade properly gets situated in the driver's seat. This leaves Rook, Keela, and myself in the back. Wow, this is amazing. It's so spacious and luxurious. Huh? Oh, sorry, you two. Guess I was in my own little world. Actually, it looked like he was staring at Jade. I find myself questioning the relationship of these two. She quickly turns and speaks to us through the divider. So, where to? Unfortunately, we're going to a maid cafe. And no, it wasn't my idea. Spare me from any snide insults, Jade. Alright, Rook. I'll keep them inside. But I think I know which maid cafe you want. Yeah. Just no mocking, okay? This is for their benefit, not mine. I wanted to dream of it. Thanks, Jade. It means a lot to me. Alright, let's fasten our seatbelts. Don't want anyone dying before the tour. Anyways, this is the really awkward part. Where we're supposed to bond or whatever. He cringes as he says the word bond. Instead of acknowledging that, I notice something else. I can hear some noise coming from the passenger seat. Was somebody up there with Jade? I ask Rook about this. Oh, you noticed, huh? Inumi, do you want to say hey? Hey. He retreats just as quickly as he appeared. Huh? I haven't seen the faintest idea who that was. That was Clace's brother, Inumi. Clace's brother? But he looks nothing. It's Clace's brother, Inumi. Keela was right. But Rook cuts him off. Was he putting some sort of act? If anything, it was for Inumi's benefit. I decide to play along, as does Keela. Oh, I see. Well, that's cool. Very cool indeed. I can't tell if he's sincere or not. Well, moving on. I should go over the basics with you two. Just stuff to know before I let you wander. Make sure you're paying attention, alright? Feel free to take notes if you need to. Keela and I lean forward and listen intently. Here's a book for the both of you to have. It lists some common Japanese phrases inside. It suggests learning a few common ones. I'd suggest. I'm gonna replace namely with Flash. I don't understand Japanese. I'm probably assuming here, so I'm sorry. But I doubt you could hold a conversation. Oh. And if the citizens call you Gaijin? Well, that's a term of endearment. I don't know if I said that name or that word correctly. I'd have to talk to my youngest brother about that. Or I can do like Google it. It's nice to know Rook can be civil and polite. For once, he's actually helping us. I assume his default mode was condescend everyone. He hands each of us a book. I put mine in my pocket. It's definitely travel size. I'm sure it'd help. That was one of the things I was actually worried about. If someone tried to talk to me and I couldn't talk back. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one last thing you should know. It relates to current events in Tokyo. It's mostly superstition, of course, but it's got everyone up in arms. So it's better that you hear it from me. What is it? The midnight deaths. The midnight what? Tokyo's been hit by suicide and murder. More and more cases with each passing day. But it gets a little weirder than that. All of the cases happen at midnight. Like clockwork. Right on the dot. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. The deaths have been mysterious in nature. No culprit or the murders, no evidence. That's why it has everybody talking. The crime scenes don't add up at all. What happened is physically impossible. But to us, that's not really important. There's something far more noteworthy, and that's... oh. Fuck. What do you mean? I know it's coincidence, but these deaths started a month ago. On the night of our arrival in Tokyo. What? Some people think the tour is an ill omen. That perhaps being here is the cause of it. What? That's not nice. Indeed. I hope that explains some things. Especially why we kept your arrival quiet. We didn't need any more fanfare around us. Restrictions are even being put upon Cleese. So don't feel singled out in all this. Everyone is being affected equally here. So to that end, please stay quiet. Don't let anybody know you're here. At least not for the next little while. He stares at me with squinty, hateful eyes. Rub it in, Rook. I really regret breaking that NDA. And don't worry about your enjoyment. You'll still have fun, I guarantee it. There's just a few precautions to take. Later tonight, we'll get you to your hotel. Everything is still on par for the green. So just don't cause any commotions, okay? Yes, of course. Don't want to make things worse. Case must be under enough stress as it is. Yeah, it can. I can tell it's affecting him. It's good that you heard this from me. You know how rumors and grapevines can be. People are even saying he's the killer. They're connecting totally unrelated events. Our arrival has nothing to do with all this. But you know how it works, right? People always need something to blame. A figurehead for all of their problems. I suppose that's true. But they should focus on the real culprit. Clace is harmless. He couldn't do that. You're telling me. But it's still odd. Suicides are happening at midnight too. It's not just a killer. It's something else. And whatever it is, we have no idea. Some people are blaming the supernatural. But I never really believed in that stuff. The limo slowly comes to a stop. But this just leaves us all in the awkward silence. Well, I guess that means we're here. Thanks for making conversation with me. Even if it was in the realm of the macabre. Yeah, could have picked a better time. Was your goal to scare us Was your goal to scare us away, Rook? Because it almost worked, you know. No comment. Let's go. He leaves the limo without saying another word. For a while there, I was starting to feel free. But now I'm getting bogged down by terms and conditions. Though, when I think about it, it's not too bad. I can play along as if it's for a citizen's benefit. Wouldn't want to let it slip while we're really here. It'd cause a panic in the middle of Akihabara. Well, here we are. Welcome to Akihabara. Just watch your heads as you exit. Wouldn't want to bang them on the way out. We both nod and do as instructed. Electric Town, here we come. Would you like to save your game? Yes. And this is where I'm gonna end it for the recording. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube by clicking my face in the center. Check out the last video on the left hand side, and if you missed the start of this series on the channel,